just want to shout y'all out, man, because I feel like I was just telling you before the interview started, like this record with Wale, I feel like is, you know, you guys have put out amazing records before. I'm a real fan of what y'all do.
Thank you.
But like when I heard this song, I was like, Interscope got a real like radio record to work. Like this could be like a real hit record for y'all.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah, man. You know, it's just one of those records where we like to always give the people something that they can, you know what I'm saying, live with. You know what I'm saying? Like outside the homes, outside the headphones, you know what I'm saying? Like we want to just create music where people could like move around and do life too, you know? Even in the pandemic when everybody inside and stuff, but it's like, you know, we need that energy to, you know, so everybody don't need to be sitting down the whole time and shit.
No, for sure. I think like also you guys, and you know, you mentioned the pandemic, like thank you for you know, the contributions to the Spillage Village album because
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, that was much needed last year.
Yeah.
It was a good vibe, man. It was a good time to make it too. It was perfect time.
Yeah, you know, for people who don't kind of know, I kind of look at you guys as like the kind of like the closest thing to what we have to Dungeon Family in 2020, 2021, you know?
Yeah.
And I know you guys have been rocking for a long time. A lot of people think that that's like the first project, but you guys have other projects at Spillage Village.
No projects, like this.
Yeah, like Mariba's Fire, obviously, you know, JID, Black, kind of, you know, I spoke with JID a bit about kind of his roots with Spillage Village and like his early roots with Mariba and Black. But how did you guys all form the collective, like initially? Because like I said, it's got an energy that is very reminiscent of, you know, some of the 90s hip-hop collectives, you know, like some native tongue shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, initially it was just us, Jid, and initially it was just us, Jid, and Hollywood JB, like initially, because we all went to school together. And then once we all got out of school, came back to Atlanta, we didn't really know what to do with ourselves much other than keep hanging out, you know what I'm saying, keep hanging out and making music. So and then we linked up with Mariba, who we met while we was in school, and then she was still living here. She started coming over more naturally. It's like Black, you know what I'm saying? Hollywood JB brought his brother Jordan, and then Christo, who is Jiz's producer and DJ, brought his brother Benji. Right. So it was all just like we was naturally just hanging out together all the time anyway, just making music all the time anyway. And then it was like, well, what do we call this? It's like a village, bro. It's like, and then we call each other Spillage Village because the ideas just kept coming out. That's all we ever did when we got together.
Yeah, it's crazy too because I don't think like people really, you know, Black kind of had a meteoric rise in the last 3 or 4 years, you know, sure. And I don't think people really kind of understand like his roots in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. And even just like his talent as like an MC. You know what I mean? Like he could rap his fucking ass off.
He could bar up. He could bar up, bro.
Yeah, like was that something like? Because I remember when his shit started to kind of initially take off on SoundCloud. And there was like a lot of mystery behind it. But you guys being around him early on, did you guys kind of always feel like he was a star? It was just a matter of time.
Yeah, he was just super focused. You know what I'm saying? Like
and when we first met Black, I remember him talking about like deals he got in and out of in high school. I was like, bro, in high school, he definitely wasn't talking about no deals.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? He just had a different exposure to the game that we all learned from. You know what I'm saying? I think part of what made Spillville so great was along this time we all have learned stuff from each other. You know what I'm saying? We've all like taken little like humorous stuff from Jid or like, you know what I'm saying, certain like vocal cues that Olu's done. We've all learned that. I remember I learned from Black. Black used to, when he first would do his melodies, he would have the mic super turned up, super high, and be saying them very softly. So he would be sleeping in the living room and wake up in the middle of the night or make them in the middle of the day and just be recording. I'd be like, what he doing over there? I didn't know he was actually making stuff. And then he'll play it and be like, okay.
Wow.
That's a cool technique. So we was always like picking up on each other's techniques like the whole time. We was like all living in the same house.
That's an interesting recording technique. It's almost like you could kind of be like off in the corner, low key.
That's what he used to
just
be.
Just turning
like,
up your levels like crazy.
He would have everything turned up on his end and he would just be in there.
Wow.
And then by the time he would play it for us, like, we'd be like, yo, you just did that. Like, while we was over here.
Like, you guys are playing 2K.
You know, yeah, while we over here playing Madden or whatever, we didn't even hear him doing that. We look back, he was like, oh, that's fun.